Hello, YouTube. Today, I'm an American teen, and I'm going to prove that Americans, some of us, know geography. So, we're going to do the World United Nations member states. We're going to on to Terra. So, Senegal is right here. It is in Africa, which is this whole continent. Seen people mess that up. And inside of it is the Gambia. So, right there is Senegal. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's one of these countries down here. So, it's not that one. It's, if I'm not wrong, it is that one. Yes. So, Turkey. It is right over here. It's spelled Turkey because they didn't want it to be spelled Turkey. So, Chad. Chad flag is same as Romania. Or at least very similar, and it is this one, and it looks like a Giga Chad. Yes. Sweden is in Europe. It is right over here. Capital is Stockholm. Editing me here is not pronounced however I pronounced it in the video. It's pronounced Mauritius, just so you guys know. Mauritius is one of these three countries down here. It's an island country. It is that one. So Paraguay is in South America. It is next to Brazil and Argentina, and it is right there. I think the U.S. just beat Paraguay in the World Cup a little bit ago. Togo is a country in Africa. It is one of these two, and it is that one. So Cuba, it's right near America. We've had some strained relations with Cuba in the past, and it's this country right here. Liechtenstein. This is a microstate in Europe. And fun fact, when they went to help the Swiss in a war, and then, or maybe not the Swiss, but they went to help an army in a war, and then when they came back to Liechtenstein, they actually got another person. Yeah. And then India, this is a big one. Everyone should know where India is. It is right here, and it is the second, I believe, most populous country on Earth. Yeah. So Kenya is in Africa, which is the whole continent again. So Kenya is this country. The capital is Nairobi. Somalia is over here, and it's right here. There's like an autonomous state, but that's not recognized, called Somaliland. Thailand is in Asia, Southeast Asia, and it is this one, and it has this little, I'm not sure what that's called, peninsula down here. Tunisia is in Africa. It's between Algeria and Libya, and it is like this one. South Korea is right here, not to be confused with North Korea. Russia, the largest country on Earth, and they're at war with Ukraine right now. Estonia. So Estonia is in Europe. It is next to Russia. It's right there. And yeah, Namibia is in Africa. They have this little strip right here. And that was so the Germans could meet up with, pretty sure, a river over here. But what they didn't know is when they met up with this river, there was the Victoria Falls, which stopped it from being useful. And speak of the devil, the Germans are up here. Iran, this is the country that the US is currently at war with, also known as Persia. It is right over here. Antigua and Barbuda is a country in the Caribbean. It is an island country, and it is right here. Mongolia is between Russia and China. Its capital is Ulaanbaatar, and they took over the world at some point with like Genghis Khan. Jordan is in the Middle East. It is this country right here. Its capital is Amman. Slovenia is in Europe. It is a small country, not to be mixed up with Slovakia, and it's right there. Belarus is also in Europe. It's one of Russia's close allies. It's this country right here. Lebanon is featured in the news a lot recently, and it is in the Middle East, and I'm assuming it's that dot. Yes. Gabon. Gabon is in Africa, and it is this little country right here, and it's kind of surrounds Equatorial Guinea. Eritrea is in Africa also, and it's a dictatorship, and they have not participated in the World Cup. Because, yeah. Barbados is in Barbados, let me unzoom this, is over here. It is in the Caribbean. Rihanna's from Barbados. That's Barbados. The Ivory Coast, or Cote d'Ivoire, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, is in Africa again. It's this country right here. South Sudan, Africa again. And there's a war going on in this area that hasn't really been featured in the news. So Jamaica is over here. It's an island country. And yeah, it's that one. Luxembourg. Luxembourg is another microstate in Europe. It was one of the founding members of the European Union. It's right here. Bangladesh. Bangladesh used to be called East Pakistan, but it has since split off, and it's right here. Romania. Romania, this flag is very similar, not the same to Chad, and it's in Europe, and it's right here. Albania. Albania is a dictatorship I'm pretty sure the dictator has an AI wife, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, quick correction here. It's actually an AI minister, not an AI wife. And I guess she was pregnant. Yeah.
That's right there. Malaysia. Malaysia is in Asia, and it is right here. Yes. And Norway is up here. Capital's Oslo. Brunei is surrounded by Asia. Surrounded by Malaysia. And I'm pretty sure it is one of the few. I'm pretty sure there are 7 absolute monarchies, and Brunei is one of them. Did I not click on it? There we go. North Macedonia is in Europe, and it is right here. It's one of the Balkans. Rwanda. Rwanda is in Africa, and if I'm not wrong, it's one of these two. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yes. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis is in the Caribbean. It's this country right here. Colombia. Colombia is this one. Yes. And capital, I'm not sure. Is Bogota. Capital of here is Bogota. Yes. Colombia's Bogota. Zimbabwe is in Africa. It's this one. Moldova is next to Ukraine. So it's this country right here. Tonga is somewhere in this sort of area, somewhere in the Pacific. I'm not sure which one it is right now, so we're going to skip that. Qatar is in the Middle East. Yes, Qatar is in the Middle East. It is that country right there. Malta is just south of Italy. It's an island country. Capital is, if I'm not wrong, it's Valletta. Serbia. Serbia is in Europe. It is this country right here. Yes. Latvia. Latvia is also in Europe. This is Lithuania. That is Latvia. Lithuania, who would have thunk, is right here. South Africa, as it is apparent, it's in the south of Africa, so it's right here. Ukraine, currently at war with Russia, is this country right here. Andorra. Andorra is another microstate in Europe, and it is this one. And it's a dual monarchy, I'm pretty sure. And its kings or monarchs or whatever are, if I'm not wrong, it's some bishop, or it might be the Pope, and the President of France.
Okay, another correction here. Andorra it is a dual monarchy. It has co-princes, and it is the French president and the Bishop of Urgel. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. But those roles are pretty ceremonial, and they have a constitution. It's not an absolute monarchy like Brunei or Oman or anywhere like that.
So Italy is right here. Yes, and Vatican is inside. Capital is Rome. Yeah. Uganda is right here. The Bahamas are over here. So it's this country. Burundi is right below Rwanda, so it's right here. The United States, which is where I'm from, is this country, which I've seen Americans not know where the United States is, and it's not good. I'll probably play a clip of that in the edit. Sao Tome and Principe. So this one is right here. It's an island country off the coast of Africa. Kazakhstan. It's this country. It is below Russia, and famously, Borat is from Kazakhstan. Borat is fictional, but yes, Borat's from Kazakhstan. Yemen is in the Middle East, and it is this country right here. It used to be North Yemen and South Yemen, but they've since combined, and there's just an ongoing war in there. Algeria is this country. It's called Algeria in Arabic is technically the islands, and it's mostly desert, which is a fun pun, I know. The Philippines is right over here. Capital's Manila, if I'm not wrong. Egypt over here, capital's Cairo. They have a lot of pyramids and stuff like that. Nauru. Nauru is in the Pacific. It's one of the Pacific countries. It's an island, which is right there. San Marino is inside of Italy. So San Marino is this country right here. I think this is UN member state, so the Vatican's not going to be on here. But the Vatican is also inside Italy. It's inside Rome. So Australia is down here. The capital is Canberra. Seychelles is one of these. So it's this one. And that flag is fun. Guinea is over here. It is this country. Yes. And there are multiple Guineas just all around the world. Guatemala is this country right here. It's next to Mexico and Belize. And it's in Central America. Guyana. Guyana is an English-speaking country in South America. So it's right here. And Saudi Arabia is in the Middle East. It's this one, or the Arabian Peninsula. It's right there. So Palau is a country in the Pacific, which I'm not entirely sure where it is. I'm going to skip it and come back to it because I know other countries there. So I'm going to click those first. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is one of the stands. It is this one. If I'm not, nope, it's that one. Okay. Well, I missed one. That's okay. Turkmenistan is a dictatorship. Pretty sure the capital is Ashgabat. And if I'm not mistaken, bread is named after someone in the dictator's family, if I'm not wrong. Might be wrong about that fact. But I'm pretty sure it's his mom.
Okay, just a clarification again. So he actually did rename bread. The former president of Turkmenistan named it after his mother, and he was kind of a nut job, and he had a humongous cult of personality. Very interesting if you want to read about it. Would recommend.
Ethiopia is in Africa. Capital is Addis Ababa. That's right, if I'm not wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Laos is in Asia. The secret war was there from the CIA.
So the secret war in Laos was caused by the U.S. being scared that they would, if they fell to communism, that the communism would follow around in the rest of Asia. So the president at the time, it was in the 60s, it was either JFK or Eisenhower or maybe Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm not sure which one. Uh, just bombed the absolute shit out of Laos. Like horrible, awful. And it is now the most heavily bombed country just in history, period, because you're scared that it was going to fall to communism.
Kyrgyzstan is another country in the stands. It's this country right here. Cape Verde is an island country off of Africa, and it is this one right here.
Okay, so on the pronunciation of it should be Cabo Verde. So the main language, the official language is Portuguese. In Portuguese, it's pronounced Cabo Verde. And in English, I'm pretty sure that's a pronunciation that's been going around is Cape Verde. Not sure if that's correct, but the government of Cabo Verde requested that the Portuguese version be used according to Britannica. So, yeah.
And they have been doing well in the World Cup so far. Papua New Guinea is this country, and it is near Australia. It has the most linguistic diversity in the world. Suriname is this country right here, and it speaks Dutch in South America. So South America isn't just Spanish-speaking countries. Oman is in the Arabian Peninsula, and it's that country right there. It's also an absolute monarchy. Iceland is up here. It's kind of just doing its own thing. Uzbekistan is this country, and it is one of the stands. Nepal is this one, and it is in between China and India, and Mount Everest is there, and the Himalayas. Nicaragua is in the Central America. It's in this little chain. Nicaragua is right here. Bahrain is an island in, I'm pretty sure, is that, yeah, it's an island in the, I'm pretty sure that's the Persian Gulf. I'm not positive. And it is that one right there. That's where the Strait of Hormuz is. Comoros is down here. And it's an island country. Mali is in Africa. And Mali is, if I'm not wrong, it's this one. Yes. St. Lucia is an island country in the Caribbean. So it's right here. The UK is in the news recently. Their prime minister just resigned, Keir Starmer. So it's this country right here. Kiribati is down here. It's the weird thing when you look at the international date line. It's the weird thing sticking out. It's right there. Vietnam is this country right here. And that's where the Vietnam War was. Yeah. Mozambique is the country in Africa. It is this one right here. Yes. Hungary is a country in Europe. They just ousted what was his name? Orban. And hopefully they have a better future to come. Libya is right here. Mostly desert. Palau is, I'm not going to click Palau yet because I'm just going to click all of these because if I click Palau right now, I'm going to mess up. Indonesia is in the island. It's an archipelago. It's right here. Capital is Jakarta, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to move it, if I'm not mistaken. Micronesia is one of these island countries. If I'm not wrong, I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, great. Madagascar is an island country off of Africa. It's right here. Morocco is up here. And there's the Strait of Gibraltar right there, which kind of controls the Mediterranean Sea. So Iceland is up here, or Ireland, my apologies. It's right here. Panama is where the Panama Canal is. And yeah, it separates North and South America. It's right here. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country with 10 miles of coastline, or 10 kilometers, one of those two. And it is in Europe. It's surrounded by Croatia. It's that one right there. So Singapore is a city-state in Asia. It is right here. It's at like sort of the tip of this peninsula. Poland is a country in Europe that was invaded by Germany. And it's this one right here. Eswatini is a country in Africa. It is surrounded on maybe, I'm pretty sure all sides, maybe a little bit by Mozambique, by South Africa. So Cyprus is an island country. It's debated because Turkey has its like puppet state, the Republic of like Northern Cyprus, and it sort of controls the north of the country. But Cyprus is right here, and Turkey rejects that like uh, sovereignty is the word. Yeah. Brazil is right here, and it is a soccer powerhouse. Um, Republic, they speak Portuguese, not Brazilian. Republic of the Congo is in Africa, not to be confused with the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is right here. Belgium is in Europe. It's where the EU is located, and they were kind of brutal to. I'm pretty sure it's the Democratic Republic of the Congo when they controlled it. So, yeah, that's a very interesting story if you want to read up more. I'll probably have a link in the description. Argentina is right here. Benin is one of these two countries. It's not Togo, but it's Benin. It's right there. Niger is in Africa. It is right here.
This country is pronounced Niger. Just, yeah, I got that wrong in the video.
Honduras is in it's in this similar chain of countries. If I can zoom, oh, I can go like that. Okay, Honduras is this one. It's not to be confused with El Salvador, which is right next to it. Cambodia is right here. It's this country. Nigeria is over here, and their capital is Lagos. Yeah, Botswana is down here. Liberia is a country in Africa, and I'm pretty sure was freed slaves, if I'm not mistaken. I'll fact check that in the editing, but it's right.
Yeah, fun fact Liberia was actually founded by freed American slaves in the early 1800s. And yeah, and it's also the only country in Africa to never have been colonized.
Here, North Korea is up here. It is ruled by Kim Jong Un. It's a dictatorship. It's not the same as South Korea. Austria, not the same as Australia. It's in Europe, and it's right there. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a country in Africa. And wait a minute. Let me figure out which one it is. It's this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Tuvalu. Tuvalu is a country in this area, which I'm going to do last because I'm not entirely confident in it. Yes. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is one of these three countries. It's kind of consistently at war with Armenia. Not sure if there's one happening right now, but there probably is. Peru is down here. Capital is Lima. Portugal is on the Iberian Peninsula. It's this country right here. Capital is Lisbon. Iraq is in the Middle East. I'm not sure what. There's a movement to call it something else, but I'm going to forget what it is. I will put that in post. Iraq is right here.
Yeah, there's been some talks about renaming the Middle East to just like Southwest Asia. Uh, I don't know if it's that huge, but there have definitely been some.
Slovakia is a country in Europe. It is this country right here, not to be confused with Slovenia. Myanmar or Burma is in Asia. It's this country. And there was a coup a few years back that unseated, I'm pretty sure, the democratic government with a military coup. It was caught on video by a fitness influencer. I'll try to put that video on screen. Trinidad and Tobago is in the Caribbean. It's this country right here. Djibouti is this one. And there's a lot of military bases in Djibouti. Haiti is this country right here. And Japan is this country. Capital is Tokyo. Yeah. I feel like if Americans know any country, they know Japan. Uruguay is in South America. It is this country. And if I'm not mistaken, the first World Cup was held there. And Burkina Faso is in Africa. And it is this country right here. Tanzania is also in Africa. And it is this country. And they have a dictator right now. France is this country right here. Capital is Paris. And Mbappe is from here. So France controls French Guiana, which is in South America, and a lot of island countries. The Dominican Republic is on the same island here or here. That's a zoomed in version as Haiti, and it's just on the other side. It's right there, that country. Sri Lanka is just off of India. It's this country right here. The Marshall Islands are in this area. I'm going to wait to click them. But I'm pretty sure they're these. Or these might be the Solomon Islands. Let me check. Oh, that's Palau. Okay, we're gonna check those later. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is in Europe, and it is this country right here. Bhutan is in Asia. It's this country. They've recognized a really weird subset of countries. Chile is this one. They're long. Sudan, there's a war happening in Sudan right now that hasn't been covered by the news. It's very sad. Sudan is right here.
So yeah, there's a war happening in Sudan. It is awful. I'm pretty sure it's in the Darfur region, and there was a siege on a city named El Fasher, and it was pretty much as you can see by the headline, and this is on the UN official website, that it was like practically a genocide. It was awful, and it just has not been covered in Western news at all. So yeah, it's good to take a moment and just realize, wait a minute, this is happening right now.
The Gambia is inside of Senegal, and it's on the river Gambia. So it's right there. The Solomon Islands are somewhere in this clump. Pretty sure it's these ones. That's the Marshall Islands. Are these the Solomon Islands? Okay, there we go. We got the Solomon Islands. Let's go. Vanuatu. I'm sorry that my geography down here is not better. It probably should be, but I just haven't done this in a little bit. Vanuatu's right there. Okay, great. Grenada is a country in the Caribbean. If I'm not mistaken, I very well could be mistaken. It's that one. Okay, great. Guinea-Bissau is this little country. There are a lot of Guineas. There's Guinea-Bissau, there's regular just Guinea, there's Papua New Guinea, there are a lot of Guineas. Denmark up here, Lego is from Denmark. It's this country right here. And they control Greenland. Costa Rica is in Central or North America, and it is this country right here. The Central African Republic is this one. It's in the middle of Africa, which makes sense. Marshall Islands, I guess, are these ones, and they're in the Pacific Islander. Palau is this country, and if I'm not wrong, Palau is in a compact of free association with the United States. Croatia is this country right here, and they kind of block off all of Bosnia's coastline. Israel, which is in the news a lot right now, I'm not going to comment on that, is in the Middle East.
Okay, I did put in a link in the description for the PCRF, and that's just doing some aid work. That's like really urgent aid work in Gaza right now. Yeah.
It's right there. United Arab Emirates, they're on the Arabian Peninsula. It's this country right here, made up of multiple different emirates. Dubai is in there. Abu Dhabi is in the United Arab Emirates. Tonga is down here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, great. Ghana is in Africa. It's this country. Afghanistan, what's happening in Afghanistan is really sad. A lot of women's rights are being taken away, and it's kind of been off the news recently, but anything you can do helps. I'll maybe link a charity in the description. Tuvalu is a country in this section. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one. Great. I think I skipped that one before, but now that I messed up a few of those, I know it. Pakistan is pretty much constantly at war with India, and it's this country right here. And they were split apart by the British. Yeah. So the Netherlands are up here, and the capital is Amsterdam, but their like government is kind of based in The Hague. Yes, that's very interesting. East Timor is right here, also called Timor Leste, and it's a very new country. It's half of an island. Equatorial Guinea, which is another of the Guinea countries, speaks Spanish, and it is this country right here. Lesotho or Lesotho, if I'm not sure about my pronunciation on that one. I'll fix that. Is this country right here? It's fully surrounded by South Africa, and its elevation is pretty high. So I'm pretty sure they have a ski resort in Lesotho, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, so it is not Lesotho, it is Lesotho. Yeah, just quick correction.
Montenegro is in Europe. It's right here, I'm pretty sure. Yes. It's one of the Balkans. Ecuador is in South America. The Galapagos Islands are controlled by Ecuador. Yes. If I'm not mistaken about that either. Democratic Republic of the Congo is right here. They have a little thing connecting them to the ocean. Venezuela, in the news recently, the US just ousted its dictator Maduro, and it's right here. Mexico is south of the border, south of the US border. It's this country right here, and it's also been in the news recently. It's hosting the World Cup with us and Canada. Cameroon is this country. It's in Africa. Bolivia is in South America, and if I'm not mistaken, it has two capitals, La Paz and Sucre. I'll check that in post. Fiji is down here. It's this country, if I'm not wrong. And yes, New Zealand's right here. As you can see, it's kind of cut off the map. It's often cut off the map, just in maps generally. Czechia, or the Czech Republic, is right here. Monaco is a microstate in Europe. It's this country right here. Dominica is in the Caribbean. It's this one. Samoa is another Pacific island country. There's American Samoa in there, but it's separate from the country of Samoa. China's right here. Angola is in Africa. It is this country right here. Greece is in Europe. It is this country. Kuwait is in Asia, or the Middle East, Arabian Peninsula. It's this country. Zambia is in Africa. It's this one right here. Tajikistan is in one of the stands. It's in Asia. It's this one. El Salvador is in Central America. It's that country right there. Malawi is this one. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, that story is based in Malawi. The Maldives are down here. I'm pretty sure there's some stat where they're going to sink by like 2050 or 2100, which is really bad. We need to work to avoid that. Georgia is in this little section. It's this country right here. Mauritania is not to be confused with Mauritius, is in Africa and is that country right there. Belize is down here. It speaks English. It's in Central America. Armenia is up here. It's next to Azerbaijan and Georgia. Finland is right here. It is next to Russia. And then Switzerland, which is famously neutral, is right here. Syria, who I'm pretty sure Assad got ousted a little bit ago, is right here. It's this country. And then Spain is this country right here. And then finally, Canada, which is our neighbor to the north, if you live in America. So 98% in 30 minutes, but I could do that faster if I wasn't explaining. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you watched that.